Yo, hey everybody, this is another edition of Perspective and Purpose. Each time we come together, it's me sharing a thought and a nugget. Maybe that's through my experience that day, or maybe a collection of thoughts that I just want to get out and just put into this. So for this one, I would like for all of us to chew on something. Now, what I'm about to say is going to be very difficult to do. And so it goes to be one of those things where it's easier said than done, right? So bear with me. Dr. King said in one of his latest books and through some of his speeches that it's a leader's presence or a leader's stance isn't necessarily to seek consensus, but to be a molder of consensus. So just want to detail and extrapolate out the molder piece, to mold, the act of molding something. And so to mold consensus means to shape and to guide, to construct, to maneuver, to grow, right? To mold something. Similar to a potter with a mound of clay, their job is to create art through that mound of clay. But it's not instant, right? We unfortunately cannot, or the potter cannot instantly snap their fingers and create the vase or the vase. It's through work and manipulation and guiding the clay to be a particular shape. And then once it's the shape that's adequate, then it's put in a kiln and fired at a very, very high temperature to make solid. And then, if you choose to add glaze to it, and again, I'm not a potter by any means, so I may be mixing up the process, but having said that, it takes work. There's a process, there's steps. It takes a lot of time, right? And so when we talk about being a molder of consensus, there lies the work to find influence, to gain influence, to connect, to lean in to an idea or to a process for us to then move forward together. If the end goal is together, the best for each other, that's going to take some time, right? That's going to take us understanding the perspective of what we truly value. Now, the word value is a strong word that we each have a different meaning for it, right? We each value different things. Some of us value the same things, but we have a different way to achieve that value. And there lies the true act and need to be a molder of consensus. So, for example, this year in my work, I've been saying quite frequently, hey, our goal, as an organization should be to create great places to work and have a great place to learn, right? We should want to be able to be architects for everything that we're doing that goes to those two things: a great place to work and a great place to learn. Now, here's the thing. I think collectively 100% of people can gravitate to that, right? Who doesn't want to work in a great place? Who doesn't want to learn in a great environment? I think 100% of people can connect to that. I really do. But where the rubber meets the road is that each and every one of us have a different way to get to that place. Right? We have a different viewpoint of how to achieve a great place to work, a different way to adhere to having a great place to learn, right? Again, I'm in the education space. Some people may view a great place to work. We can achieve that if we choose who we work with and we fire everybody else, or we spend the time to grow the place in which we are working to be a great place. Some people want the instant culture. Some people are okay understanding that it takes time. Now, a great place to learn. Our classrooms across the country are all very different. They have very different resources, very different sizes, very different infrastructure, very different communities, right? All of that is very different. We can either snap our fingers and make it all the same, right? Or we can work within our abilities and what we can control to be a molder of consensus to what it entails to be in a place where we have a great place to learn, right? Now, in a world where there's not infinite resources, right? Every community is situated differently due to other issues that we cannot control. But what are we willing to agree to make sure that this is a great place to learn, a great place to work. And so in the effort of being a molder of consensus, my ask for each and every one of you is this: if we are willing to do great things, be our best selves, and strive for excellence, it's going to take a whole lot of you and a whole lot of me, a whole lot of we and a whole lot of us to do the things that we need to do to mold consensus. And what deteriorates the molding of consensus and striving to be our better selves are negative influences, stuck mindsets, and forces that pull us apart instead of bringing us together. And that's how we become a molder of consensus. So if anything resonates with you, take this nugget, digest it, talk about it, share it. The goal is to mold. The goal is to come together. The goal is to leave this place better than we found it. That's the goal. That's it. And I think we can do it together. So be the potter. Let's go.